Well guys, another winter storm here in Newfoundland. This has been a unbelievable harsh winter. I wanted to show you guys something before I go inside and start winter sowing my cut flower garden. On the side of this bed here with the loops, there's 16 containers that I have winter sown, and they're all buried in with snow. So I just want to let you guys know that it is okay if your containers do get covered with snow. I'm just going to shovel off my patio real quick and I'll meet you guys inside. Well guys, welcome back again to the old man's man cave. Whew, I'm out of shape. I think this winter I've gained at least 20 pounds, which every winter I end up putting on a few extra pounds. That's okay. It won't be long for those pounds will be coming off again. I'm just going to take off my wind pants here and gather up some supplies, and I'll be right back to show you what I'm doing today. This morning I released a video called Seed Smarts. Save your seeds, save your money. Well, today I'm going to be winter sowing again, and I'm going to be sowing all types of seeds that I'm going to be putting in my cut flower garden. For me, of all the gardens that's out there on my farm, the cut flower garden is going to be my favorite. I just love cut flowers. In that video that I did release this morning, I was telling you guys all about how expensive it is to purchase seeds, and how by saving seeds you can save lots of money. Well, right now in front of me I've got a list done up with 20 different types of cut flower seeds, and like some of them are just bags and bags and bags. All 20 varieties are all what I saved from my own garden or out on the farm, and it didn't cost me a cent. I'm just happy that I didn't have to pay all that money for these seeds. On my list that I did do up, I went in and did some research looking to see if those seeds had to be covered or not, because getting old, don't remember them all. Too many varieties to remember whether or not they have to be covered. So I'm going to go ahead, winter sow these in the containers, and before I put the lid on, I'm going to come back, tell you what I've sown, what had to be covered and what wasn't covered, and I'll show you pictures of the plants that I grew last year on the farm, which will be growing again this year in the cut flower garden. And you never know, could be in the cottage garden, I could be poking. That's the thing about me, I just poke everything here and there and everywhere, wherever I can find the space. That video that I did release this morning about the cost of seeds, if you're on a tight budget, it would be a great idea for you to go back and look at that video, and you can see how expensive it is to purchase seeds from a supplier, retail, and also how easy it is to save seeds. Like the amount of seeds that I've been able to save over the last few years has just been unreal. I've saved so much money. So right now I'm just filling up my containers with my Pro Mix soil that I've just moistened with some water. And if you're new here to this channel, and if you're new to winter sowing and you are interested in learning more about the supplies you need and what the benefits are for winter sowing, you can find on a video called Winter Sowing in Central Newfoundland that I produced over a week or so ago now. I will put the links to both of those videos in the comments section and then you guys can go back and watch that if you're interested. This journey, and you guys seem to be interested in following along, so I don't know if it's not going to be daily, but whenever I'm doing something regarding the farm or sowing of seeds and different gardening topics and items, I will be popping on here and showing you what's happening, because it seems like there's lots of people out there that's interested in watching me build this farm. In case, like I say, if you are new, I do have 4 acres of land at Jumpers Brook that I am turning into a unique flower farm, and it is broken down into different gardens. I've got 19 containers, which I had 20 varieties of seed, but I ran out of soil. I got more soil, it's just in the trunk of my car, so gotta wait and I'll get some help to lift that big old bag out. So the one that I didn't get sown was Eleopsis sunburst, which is a short-lived perennial, and I'll put that picture there. And I also have bleeding art and burning art, so that's 3 different types of Eleopsis that I do have, and there are more, but that's the only 3 that I have so far in at my farm. These seeds you do cover lightly. So out of the 19, it's almost like a 50-50 that don't have to be covered and 50% that do have to be covered. So that's Eleopsis. Next up is goldenrod, solidago, and this does grow wild in Newfoundland, but it does make for a great cut flower. It's a nice filler, and you can buy those seeds, and you can also save them from that are growing in the wild too. So I do like solidago for my cut flower garden, and those seeds you do cover. Now, life's not perfect. These are red lupins, which lupins are nitrogen fixer. If you add any type of garden bed and you add poor soil, if you put lupins in your bed, it will help to fix the nitrogen in your soil. These are red lupins that I did buy seeds on Amazon, and yes, they did turn out to be exactly what they were supposed to be. So I sowed those seeds, covered them, so lupin seeds have to be covered. Then I got distracted. Guess what I put on top of them? Some Sweet William seeds. So come spring, we'll see what's going to happen here. We might have red lupins and Sweet William, but oh well. We all make mistakes. So then this is where the Sweet William seeds were supposed to go. Sweet William is biennial, but I find with this variety that I have growing in my garden, they do keep coming back year after year. Like the first lot of seeds that I did buy, oh my God, must be 4 or 5 years ago now, and I've always had more Sweet William growing into my bed. So I don't know if they're self-seeding or if they're, sometimes they grow by rhizomes, so on the under the ground. So that could be a possibility, but ever since I've had them growing, I've always had them come back. So with my Sweet William, I've got a variety of colors. I got one that's called Cherry Brandy, which is a nice deep burgundy color. Then I got a white one, and then I got a variety that's all different colors. Could be anything. Could be lilac with a bit of white. Could be a fuchsia with a bit of pale pink. Oh, I think we got the play on the go. Man, we got some wicked storm here on the go today. It's just been crazy. Yeah, that is your Sweet William biennial, and lightly cover your seeds. Now we have another one, which is a cool season already annual, And this is bachelor buttons. And bachelor buttons, I find with winter sowing, are the first seeds to germinate. It always gives me great pleasure to see these guys popping up first. I know spring is here when I see those. And those seeds do need to be lightly covered. Then we have delphinium, which is the Pacific Giant mix. And delphinium is a short-lived perennial. Now, I was quite fortunate enough. I bought the Pacific Giant mix, which comes in blues, pinks, whites, and lavender colors. So there are some special varieties of delphinium that I don't know if they got mixed up in my pack when they were packaged them, but as you can see from these pictures, they are very special with 2 different colors into them. Delphinium seeds, you do cover your delphinium seeds. Then I have Cappuccino Rebecca, which is probably one of my favorite plants, which Rebecca is from the Black-Eyed Susan family. And they are short-lived perennials, so they'll only last about 2 years or so. So it's good to save those seeds. Next up, we have Purple Liatris, which is a long-lived perennial. And I've got Liatris in purple and white. Now, you can buy those bulbs at the dollar store, or even, I believe last year or a couple of years ago, I bought them at Dominion. And buying bulbs like that, the quality of it is garbage. Moldy bulbs, like even last year, I bought bulbs up Canadian Tire lilies. Not one of them grew, and they were moldy. Like what we're getting here in Newfoundland for product, bulbs, not good stuff. And that's why we need to be more efficient and grow our own plants from seeds. Then there's a Black-Eyed Susan mix, which is a short-lived perennial, and you just very lightly cover those. Then we have sea holly. So with the sea holly, it's a long-lived perennial, and do not cover those seeds. And as you can tell, I have really oversown my containers because I want lots for the farm and I want lots to sell. And this one is straw flowers, which you do not cover. And straw flowers are cool season hardy annual. We have your purple cone flower, which you do not cover. And we have bee balm Minarda. So this one is lilac color, which I do have some of these into the cut flower garden now. Plus I've got Minarda, that's the fireball, and that's red, and I've got some of that growing already in the cut flower garden. And you guys are going to see that come spring. We've got snapdragons, Madam Butterfly, and these are cool season hardy annuals, and you do not cover those seeds. This is incredible tall Coreopsis. They are short-lived perennials. And next up is Gaillardia, which is your blanket flower. And Gaillardia is a short-lived perennial, and you do not cover those seeds. This one is also an annual. It's Plains Coreopsis. I came across these seeds by fluke. A couple of years ago, I bought a package of mixed pollinating seeds that bring bees and butterflies into your garden. And these grew, so I saved the seeds. I knew they were a type of Coreopsis, but I wasn't sure what they were because the seeds did look quite different than, say, your incredible tall Coreopsis. So did some research. Sure enough, they are, variety is called Plains, and they are beautiful. I did winter sow these last year, and they grew beautiful on the farm. as you can tell by that picture. And last up is feverfew. So feverfew, this is your white wonder. Some people say it's a short-lived perennial. So with feverfew, I find the first year it probably only grows about a foot. Then in the second year, it grows anywhere from a foot to 2 feet, like it gets much taller in the second year. Then it kind of fades back. Yeah, you'll get a scattered plant here and there, but it's important to save those seeds, and then you'll always have them in your garden. Now these seeds are very, very fine, so what I do is I do not separate the chap and the seed because I would be at it forever. And where the seed is so tiny and so light, so by doing the windling or blowing on those seeds to get rid of that chap, it would not work. I've got 19 containers done. You cannot even notice what's missing out of all these seeds. So still got tons of seeds, which that's okay. That's a good problem to have, especially in this economy with everything being so expensive. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing another video regarding winter sowing. So this will be the third one. So if you're interested in winter sowing, please go back and look for winter sowing in Central Newfoundland or winter sowing a veggie garden. I think there are a couple more that I do want to winter sow. I want to do an experiment with some laburnum trees, which is your yellow golden chain trees. I had mentioned that, I believe it was late fall. So I'm going to put some of those in boiling hot water, and then I'm going to winter sow them and see if, not all of them, just a few of those seeds, and see what the success, if I would be successful. And also those blackberries the seeds that I had fermented when I made that Berry Delights dessert, I'm going to try to winter sow a couple of those. So you probably won't see me doing those, but what I'll do is come spring, I'll let you guys know if it's been successful or not. I'm really not expecting, from previous experience, I'm not expecting any success on those blackberries, but like I say, I'm stubborn. I think that's the Marsden in me. I'm not willing to give up trying, but it doesn't hurt to experiment, especially when you got access to so many seeds and it's free. I was talking to a lady this morning regarding the pro-cut sunflowers. If a flower is pollinous, how does the seed get pollinated to reproduce? So I'm not very good at understanding some of this. And if you're out there and you're watching this, I love to hear from you how I can get to save those pro-cut seeds because they are quite expensive. So she was telling me that one of her friends, he finds that he doesn't have a lot of success saving sunflower seeds when he just pulls them out of the plant. But she said when the seeds drop on the ground, for some reason, if they go through, say, the winter and cold stratification, then he's been successful and he does get those seeds to germinate. I got 2 crows right outside of my window. I think they're in a fight. Oh, they're gone. Yeah, it's been a great afternoon. I got quite the mess on the go in the old man's man cave. He's going to shoot me. No, he loves me. So I got to try some now. I'm going to spray, give all these a good old drink, and wrap them up and label them, stick them outside in the storm, and hopefully comes early spring, we'll be discussing winter sowing again. Thanks guys for following along. It's been a pleasure. Take care. Love you all.